So guys, the first one we're going to talk about is the Friday, which is one I was fairly excited about. This is a pretty rare tractor. Not a lot of these in existence. Very few of them were made to start with. Um, the founder of this company, he had his hands in the Love Tractor Company, and then after World War II, he started to build these first out of leftovers from war surplus, and then he kind of went on from there. They didn't build a lot, so I don't know if he stopped building them before the war surplus ran out or what, but they have a Chrysler motor in them, and if you look really close at that carburetor, you can see where that carburetor says Chrysler. So they got the standard Chrysler straight six in there. That is a Chrysler truck transmission. That is joined together with a U-joint Chrysler truck rear end in there. That's been shortened down to make it much tighter. If you look at the wheels on the back, they have 28s, or they have 24 tractor tires, but they are 24-inch truck tires on here, but they have truck hubs. So these are going to be kind of interesting to find, because I do have a rim over here that'll need to be replaced on it. You know, they got the car steering wheel. You have handbrakes on either side, and this whole thing looks like it was built in your Uncle Bob's shop, because in a way it really was. So
Dave, kind of reminds me of what they call a doodle bug.
Yeah, kind of like a doodle bug, but the handbrakes that are going to need some attention. They're just flat iron with a piece of pipe on them, and the seats just some angle iron with a flat spot that had a back. I'm sure it was fun getting into there. But these were designed for the apple orchards of up in Washington or up north, where instead of having to put all the apples on a wagon and then take that wagon from the field or from the orchard and then hook it on a truck and then drag it to town, you could just take the tractor, zip into town to the co-op or whatever, unload the apple wagon, zip back. So they have a pretty high rate of speed. I think it's like 37-40 miles an hour one of these will do on the road, which is a insane speed on a tractor. But that's just what it is. So, I'm wondering how many of these exist. I'm wondering how many of these there are in Kansas, because you just don't get orchard tractors in Kansas. I've seen a couple of these restored in literature, and I've seen there's one getting ready to either go through Mecum or through Ottoman auctions, and I hear real soon. So I'm gonna be curious what that one brings. But the motor's not stuck on it and stuff. So Junior Mint's really wanting to try to get it up and running and stuff. And I thought if we get it up and running, we could fix a few of the little things that needed to be fixed on it, and it would be a good tractor to get going. And maybe when we do our collector auction, then we would get this one to that point to put on that. Now let's go talk about the other one. Okay guys, so let's talk about this one. This is a Silver King. This one here is a model 42. Again, this is kind of this is way different. Not a lot of these out there. They started their life as named as the Plymouth Tractor Company. They ended up in a lawsuit with the Plymouth Car Company, which I do believe they won, but they decided to go ahead and change their name anyways over to Silver King. After the Second World War, they started building well, a few more tractors. There was kind of a boom and a push. Farmers hadn't been able to buy tractors and stuff for many years, so there was a lot of guys out there looking for new tractors and stuff, and a lot of these little companies like that try to latch onto that and use that to their advantage. The early ones used a Hercules motor, then later on they used a Continental motor. I'm thinking this is a later one, so I'm pretty sure this is the Continental motor, but I'm not 100% for sure. There's some oddball things on this thing. Like over there's a horn on the tractor, because this is another one of those that had gearing where they were able to do a very high rate of speed on the road. I think they were able to do about 42 miles an hour, which would be freaky as heck with one front wheel up there. You know, and there's just, you know, they're just you know, little knick-knack things that are a little bit different. The seat hangs out here again over Never Ever Land. Your PTO lever, you got there is a foot brake you could either get from either side, and I like how they had that. And then you have brakes up here, the shifter, key start, throttles on the steering wheel. It's got the nice flat lens lights on it, and they're in good shape. Brakes are kind of an automotive style band brake in the wheel. So I mean, you know, they're definitely their own. There's nothing else you're going to find quite like them. This is my favorite one. This is definitely my favorite tractor that we dragged home out of all these. This is going to be a hard one to let go of when the time comes to sell them. I might end up buying this one and keeping this one for me for the collection. So, but yeah, just some tractors I wanted to share with you guys. I thought they were kind of interesting. You know, this is just not stuff that you see every day. Not a lot of these out there, and you know, I wanted to make them share. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. And if you want to learn more about these and stuff, you know, stick with us, and we will be definitely doing some more as we work on these projects and these tractors get moved out of here.